Vince says, I think you just encapsulated why conservatives don't like the movie in general. Barbie is ultra feminine. She's not a feminist. This is not true. Barbie is not a feminist. Like, men think that Barbie is a feminist because, and this is the other point I wanted to make. So Vince, I'm glad you brought this up. Here's why I'm really disappointed in conservatives. Because conservatives are appropriating the word woke to mean anything that is not conservative Christian values. Barbie is not a feminist. Barbie does not hate men. Barbie just prefers hanging out with women. That's it. They have the whole point of Barbie is girls playing together, doing girl things in girl spaces. It is not a feminist movie. It is not shitting on men. There is no point in the movie where Barbie is shitting on men. Barbie just prefers to hang out with women because that is what the game is. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing woke about that. We're talking about young girls playing with dolls with other young girls. It is a game meant for girls. It is a girls' space. Boys have G.I. Joes or He-Man or superheroes or any of those things. You guys don't understand. The only really far-ranging toy that was specifically targeted towards women or girls, I guess, when I was growing up was Barbie. When you went into a toy store when I was growing up, there were aisles of G.I. Joes. There were aisles of fucking Star Wars and models and models that you put together like cars and things. There were aisles of superhero stuff. There was one aisle for girls growing up, and most of that aisle was taken up with Barbie. Barbie was the toys that girls had when they wanted to be girls. And there were other things, there were My Little Ponies running around. Hang on. There were My Little Ponies running around. There were My Little Ponies, there were Care Bears, there were Cabbage Patch Kids, but you got to admit that those toys were mostly in the stuffed animal aisle, which was basically kind of like a mixed gendered aisle of toys. There was one aisle that was so pink and had all the fucking accessories, and there was one aisle that girls spent the time in, and that was Barbie, okay? My point is with this, is that the fact that conservatives are believe that Barbie was shitting on men, no. Barbie was not shitting on Ken. Barbie at the end said they should be treating the Kens better. Maybe it's not as though they don't think Ken is bad. They just prefer hanging out with the other Barbies. That's it. People are allowed to have preferences. I, in real life, generally prefer hanging out with men than I do with women. That's not to say I won't hang out with women every once in a while. I do have things that I do with groups of women, but I just generally prefer hanging out with men because I tend to get along better with men than I do with women. Some men prefer to hang out, gay men mostly, prefer to hang out with women than they do with men. Some men prefer to hang out with other men and have guys' nights. Some women prefer to hang out with other women and drink wine on the weekends. Just because you prefer to hang out with women and spend time with women and do women things does not mean you're a feminist. It just means that you prefer hanging out with women. I don't know how to explain this any better. So, so that idea is garbage.